Let's make Erik the Redgroni. Hi, I'm Jer. Welcome to Kill-Divill, where we focus on rum and cocktails. Today we are going to make the Erik the Redgroni. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. In either case, I hope you enjoy this drink. This drink is one of my responses to the Negroni Riff challenge put out there by my friend Michael over at Mike's Hard Reviews. The rules of the challenge is number 1, it has to be a Negroni Riff that is inspired by a historical figure. Number 2, it has to have 1 ounce of Amaro or other bitter liqueur. And number 3, it has to vaguely look like a Negroni. I have to say that I did break one of the rules. This drink isn't inspired by Erik the Red, as the name suggests. In fact, it's inspired by the rum that I'm using, Far North Spirits Alander Nordic Spiced Rum, and Erik the Red was the only person I could think of that was Nordic and historical and important enough to mention. I'll set up a short playlist that includes the other participants in this challenge, which includes Mike's Hard Reviews, which I mentioned before, Cocktail Underground, Wax Seal Productions, and the Rusty Bartender. Feel free to check them out and try their drinks and let me know what you think of them. As I mentioned, the Erik the Redgroni is named after Erik the Red, who was a Viking who was born around 1950 AD. And he's the father of Leif Erikson, who was a Norwegian explorer who reportedly discovered America long before Columbus did. Erik the Red obviously famously had red hair, which is why he's called Erik the Red. And he was kicked out of Norway and then Iceland for getting into violent disputes with other people, which involved their deaths. Being exiled, he continued to sail west, where he discovered Greenland. Now, there's some uncertainty about whether he discovered it or not, or whether there's already people who had discovered it, but he did establish settlements there and named it Greenland to try and attract more settlers there. And eventually, he would die in Greenland. I'm not sure why he isn't given credit for discovering North America but his son is, because isn't Greenland part of North America? Let me know in the comments down below. In any case, this drink is red like his hair. A note on the rum. If you're going to make the Erik the Redgroni, you do need to use the Alander spiced rum from Far North Spirits. You can try other spiced rums in here, but this one is Nordic spiced based versus Caribbean spice based. If you can find another Nordic spice-based spiced rum, let me know what it is, because this is the only one I know of. And so anyway, the Caribbean spiced rums are going to give a very different character than this one will. But if you want to give it a go, let me know how it turns out. We are going to stir this drink, and I'm going to start with my rum. 1 ounce of the Alander Nordic spiced rum. 1 ounce is 30 milliliters. Jigger. 1 ounce of Aperol. 1 ounce, 30 milliliters. And 1 ounce of Dolan dry vermouth. If you don't have Dolan and want to use another white or dry vermouth, feel free to do so. 1 ounce is 30 milliliters. Put your jigger back, add your ice, and give it a stir. I am going to let this sit just a moment while I get a fancy ice cube. Fancy ice cube, courtesy of the silicone molds from my friend Will. Thank you, Will. Give me a moment while I get this out of here. Success! I'm going to put that in the glass, and this glass is from my friend Dan Geisbauer, who is Whenesota. I'll link his channel down below in case you're interested in any Minnesota sports history. But what I'm going to do now is strain that into the glass over the ice. And this may be an oversized glass for it, but I just wanted to use the glass. And garnish. Twist of orange. Wish me luck. Oh, that went very well. Express, wipe, and drop. And there you have it, the Erik the Redgroni. Drink with good spirits. Some of you may note that this drink is more orange than it is red, and that's because ginger's hair is really orange, it is not red. This matches the color better. Question of the day, what is your favorite Negroni Riff? Leave it in the comments down below, especially if it's rum-based. I'd love to give it a try. Note that there are ways to support the channel if you're so inclined. I have t-shirts. You can have a t-shirt. Contact me through any of the social media links down below. We'll make sure you get a t-shirt. While you're there, you might as well follow, subscribe, and do that sort of thing. Finally, if you made it this far, give me a like, give me a subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on anything that I do. And until next time, cheers.